What's up guys, Fly here and welcome back to my journal. So, in the last one, obviously I talked about my insomnia and how things were getting better. And this is an update on that. Things are getting even better. Once again, still have insomnia. But that also isn't helped from the fact that I'm waking up later as well. So that might also be a part cause. But also just can't get to sleep. Brain will not shut off, so here I am. But, I wanted to update y'all and let you know that my life is now going really well. I'm now in a relationship and will hopefully be seeing my partner soon, which is amazing. Things have been going really well with friends. I haven't really had any issues. Honestly, as I said in All Quiet on the Western Front, all's quiet. All is quiet. But, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that there is so much good happening finally. I'm finally getting my life around. My partner has been trying to keep me on a good sleep schedule, so I'm not turned around. They've been helping me with, reminding me to brush my teeth, take showers, actually look after myself. And I feel like I'm actually making good progress now. I haven't been streaming as much, and I'm finally working on being able to convince myself that I need a stream schedule. Because I used to have one, and I tried sticking to it for a while, but I just couldn't. I hate the thought of having to wake up at a set time and stream at that set time for a set amount of time. I just want to be able to get up to my computer and hit go live. So because of that, I am going to probably set my schedule to just the days, and I will stream at some point during those days. Don't know when, but I will stream at some point during those days. At the moment, I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And maybe Sunday? Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday? Or I might do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Somewhere around there. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think those would be good days. I'll figure it out, and I'll put an announcement in my Discord about it. Speaking of, I'm now including these uploads in my Discord. They are now, they're not pinged, but they're just notifications that appear in my YouTube uploads. If you would like to join my Discord, I will put the link in the description below. Because I stream quite a bit. And, yeah. I'm finally getting everything sorted, turned around, in a good way. I'm hopefully also going to start meeting some friends. But now I've got the positive out the way, I am going to have a quick talk about a negative. So, I had a dentist appointment recently, and my mother knows I'm autistic, and they keep giving me a new dentist. Every time I go there, I have a different dentist. And it's like, I have social anxiety, I don't like talking to new people. I'm fine with people I'm familiar with, but talking to a new person in real life, and I'm like, kind of weary. But, it's not bothering me as much as of recently, but according to my mother, it seems to be that way. Because she decided to, as we walked out, she said, hey, you can go wait outside if you want, because it'd be nice and cool out there. So I went and stood by, just outside the door of the actual practice itself, and was just sat chilling. Had one ear off while I was listening to Honkai music, funnily enough. And I hear her go, hey, is there anything I need to write down? Because he's autistic, and we keep getting a new dentist, and we're with new people, and has the mental age of between the ages of 12 and 9, but closer to 9. Is there anything I need to, put down about this? And I was stunned. because I'm stood just outside the building itself. The front area is not that far from the entrance. Like, you literally walk in, you walk maybe 5 steps and you're at the front desk. 5 to 10 steps, somewhere around there, and you're at the front desk. So I could hear this clearly, and I don't know if she was listening or not. But imagine how that feels to literally be stood not far from your mother and hearing her tell someone that you have the mental age of 9. Keep in mind, I'm almost 23. I turned 23 in August. And I think I'm a bit fucking more intelligent than a 9-year-old. And a bit more developed than a fucking 9-year-old. I'd say, if anything, my mental age is closer to a teenager. Closer to, like, 15, 17, somewhere around there. Probably closer to 17, because I've done a bit more maturing as of recent. But either way, there's no way in fuck my mental age is 9 to 12. And that pissed me off so much, because, like, what the fuck? I was so close to going off on my mother right then and there in the car park, but I didn't. I helped myself till I got home, and I was also really hungry because I hadn't eaten yet. It was midday, I hadn't been up too long, and I hadn't eaten. So I went home, started making myself some food, and that's where it, like, truly started to kick in. Like, I'm not happy. I'm quite pissed off, actually. And so, because of that, if my mother had gone in the kitchen, I would have fucking gone off on her. And I know it would not have just been about this, but also the fact that... So, I've been trans for the last 5 years. I've been out as trans for the last 5 years, right? And I told my mother about it 5 years ago. And she asked for some leniency because it would take some getting used to calling me by something else, because she's called me the same thing for 20 odd years. Well, actually, no, at the time it would have been 18, 19 odd years. And so I said, yes, I'll give you a little bit of leniency. That was 5 years ago, and she still hasn't actually tried with the name or correct pronouns. She's only tried of like, here, this person I saw at work had fake tits, if you want us to look into that. Did you notice anything wrong with those messages that I just put on screen there? She had misgendered the person she was talking about as well. Like, I get she doesn't understand it and she's trying, but Jesus Christ, you could try a bit harder than that. Please, it's been 5 years, Mum. But anyway, yeah, I was fuming. I was ready to just go off on her if she walked in that kitchen, and thankfully for her, she didn't. And I guess thankfully for me, because I would have actually, like, gone off on her. And I told my partner about it, and they were also really upset and asked if they could tell some of their friends. And I said, yeah, that's fine, because they were on holiday at the time, so they have friends around. And I said, yeah, you can tell them. And they told them, and apparently their friends were also quite miffed about it. They're like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? And do keep in mind, by the way, my mother said that, but yet she went on a holiday to Amsterdam for a week. 10 days, actually. And I was going to be staying here with my sister, but my sister had to, head home because she suffers from severe anxiety attacks. And her home is her safe space, so she needed to go home and relax. So I'd be on my own for a night, and then she'd come back during the day for a bit, and if I needed to go shopping or anything, we'd go shopping together, and then it would go back to me being alone at night because she's gone home. So, if you think I have the mental age of 9 to 12, why are you okay with staying in another country while my sister can't be here at night? Because clearly you know I can look after myself at night. So, I would think a 9-year-old, let alone a 12-year-old, wouldn't be able to look after themselves at night on their own. And I'm not just talking like at night, I mean like afternoon through the night to the next day. Like, I know damn well if the person that was looking after my kid had to flake, I would 100% head back home and make sure that the kid's okay. But, you know, fucking... my sister knows that I'll be perfectly fine. I may be a vulnerable adult, but I know how to handle myself. I'll be fine. I've been alone before. I'll be fine. And my mother used to disappear for like 2 days on a weekend a couple years back. Every weekend. So like I'd be alone for 2 days. So if I am as young as you think I am, why the fuck am I independent enough to look after myself alone? And I've gone shopping with my sister to the point I now have a Tesco Club card. I signed up for my own Tesco Club card so I could go shopping on my own. But now I've jumped quite far forward, so let me reel it back in. So I text my partner, they had told their friends, and that happened, and then messaged me, do you need someone to talk to? And I was sat there making my toast, and I was like, you know what, yes, because if I don't, I'm going to kill someone. So I made my food, went upstairs, sat down with them and spoke to them, and I ended up texting my sister because it was like I was that annoyed with her. That's how you know it's bad, that I text my sister about my mother. So I text her about it, and we got on a call, and basically she hands me over to her husband, and we, all three of us, talk about what my mother's like. And they used to live here at one point, and they know that when my mother gets angry, all she does is she just goes around turning music up and slamming fucking doors, which helps no one at all. Like, it's not exactly the best environment for that shit. And one of the other things is that they reckon it's because I haven't had the opportunity to actually prove myself. I haven't been given the opportunity to prove myself that I am an adult and am mentally older than I seem to her. And they also just think another thing might be because she has a hard time keeping men in her life, it seems. Because, let's see, 2 divorces, brothers flew the coop, and is now a whole separate thing I'll go into maybe another day. Like, when she started dating again after the divorce, had a guy she liked that left, had another guy she liked that ended up being a weirdo, and now she's on this current guy that we like. We, the rest of the family, actually like him. Like, my sister likes him, I like him. He's a nice fella. He does get on my mother's nerves a bit, but I think her standards are way too fucking high. Because, Jesus Christ, he doesn't help her with one thing, or he's off working on his bike while she's doing the gardening and she complains that she doesn't get help. But she doesn't fucking ask. She, like me, hints or says, I'm gonna do this, and then expects help. Like, maybe if you actually asked for the help instead of just going, yeah, I'm gonna do this, you might fucking get it. Ugh. Fucking hell. I pray that she never leaves him, though, because he is a genuinely decent fella, and we do enjoy having him around. Like, he's really nice to me and everything, and just all-around decent guy. But yeah, My sister and her husband reckon I haven't had the chance to prove myself as an adult, and I'm not even in the best environment to be able to do that because of how my mother reacts to things. For instance, turning music up and slamming doors. And back during the divorce, 28? No, it would have been earlier. It would have been it would have been 2018, 2019. 18, 17, 16, 15. Yeah. Because he left when I was 14, so the divorce kicked in a year later. So, yeah, 2017, 2018, through 19, constantly fucking arguing with the woman. And having literal screaming matches with her because she's arguing, and of course I'm not gonna fucking just back off like a puppy, so then I raise my voice, and she doesn't really argue with me like that anymore. Because she knows I won't back down, and knows that I have the louder voice, and I will win. Knows that I will win. But, yeah, I'm clearly just not in the best environment to even be able to prove myself. And unfortunately, it's not like I can go anywhere, because mine and her benefits combined are what's keeping this roof over our heads. It's I'd love to move in with my sister. I think they've even got a spare room. But I probably would not do well in that household, because one, there is a child in that household. There is a... Oh god, how old is he now? I think he's 8. I think he's 8. Hang on. 8, 9, 10, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, so he's 8. I had to do the calculations there because he's 15 years younger than I am. And I'm loud when I'm gaming and streaming, and I stream through the night, so it would not be great there. Which is why I'd love to get an apartment where I can just put up, noise suppressing stuff. But once again, comes the problem of money. Because it's our combined money that's keeping the house we're in currently. But anyway, yeah. That's just kind of the situation I'm in at this point. But yeah, I ended up afterwards getting off call, going back and talking to my partner, calming down a bit. And now I'm just kind of existing. Waiting for the argument to come. Because I know it's going to happen at some point. But, yeah, that's basically what's been going on there. Other than that, life's been going pretty well. So, I shall leave the entry here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.